Hello everybody, thank you again for tuning in. As you can tell by the title, this is the reverse LED light swap. It's the last of the entire swap on the car for all the LEDs and probably the hardest. Thanks for tuning in. Please do consider subscribing if you're new, and if you've been watching the videos but not subscribing, also subscribe anyways. So we begin by showing just the type of light that I got from Amazon. I'll leave the link in the description. Just two, it's a pack of two. It is error-free and it has CAN bus support, so I guess it won't throw any errors on the dash. That's the little tool that came with like an interior car disassembly kit that I have. You'll see that I kind of tried to use it to take this little shield off that you see here, but I wasn't very successful. But yeah, so as you can tell, the car on one side is a lot harder to install the lights on the other. Because of this little shield that you see. So I begin by popping out the little clips. There is some dust and kind of dirt that comes out of them, so don't be right underneath them like I did, because you'll get them right in your eye. I did also jack the car up, just I guess for purposes of making the videoing a little easier, as well as getting a better angle, because it is really tight in there, trying to fit your hand. That little shield does have a kind of like a protruding end to it, which makes it really hard to take out with that tool, I found out. I'm just fast forwarding here throughout my struggles of trying to use this tool, which isn't really what it was designed for. Eventually I kind of just got fed up, and as you can see in just a second here, I just end up forcing it out. It's probably what most of you will end up having to do also if you do this. It's just, I guess, part of the install. Now there are some screws that hold up the shield, as you can see in the corner of the video there, on the other two ends. I do recommend to take them out. I guess I didn't do that, and looking back, I wish I did. Would have made things a lot easier. I just want to give a quick view into this little really small area between the chassis and the edge of the bumper. I almost couldn't really fit my hand in there. That little white clip that you see, that is the reverse light bulb. I did pull it out. It's a really quick twist. Right above it is the turn signal. So I'll show that in just a bit here. But yeah, just pull the bulb out, really easy. Now the hard part comes. We're trying to actually fit the replacement LED in there with one hand, and really almost no room to move. As you can see, I can barely fit a couple fingers just up there. It's really, really bad, but I don't know why Kia did this. If you're in a pinch, I doubt anyone's going to be able to do this quickly. But yeah, so I just did my best to place the bulb in there and just push it upwards. And it seemed to fit just right, and I'll show you the difference between the two. The LED is a little bit bigger, of course. Here's just another clip of me struggling to actually fit the bulb in the socket there. It's again a really tight fit, but I managed to get it to work. Here is a daytime shot of the difference. As you can see, the one that's stock on the right, it's a lot more orangey than the LED, so the LED is definitely gonna look really good at night. That will be at the end of the video, and I guess you would have already seen it at the beginning. So I guess I gotta pack up the actual shield thing now, and it's just as hard to put back in as it was to take out. It's really, really sturdy, but yeah, just pushed it in there, and then the clips themselves are really easy. Just kind of fit them in and push them up. You'll hear them clip, and that'll do the clips there. There's 3 in total, and yeah, that's just getting the teeth in the hole. That's probably the most important part, and then it's really easy to push up. It is a little flimsy, but I guess that's just how it was out of the factory. And now we move on to the other side. All right, so now this is the passenger side. It's a lot easier. Just make sure that the end of the exhaust there is not hot. When you go to do this, just in case your hand touches it or your arm. You'd hate to get burnt doing this. But you can see the orange clip above the white one. That is a turn signal. So that's where you'll just same kind of thing. Just pop the twist the little orange piece there, it pops out, replace it with the LED, pop it back in. I didn't opt to jack this side up, just because it is so much easier to actually to reach up without the shield, and they seem to make a little bit more room for the end of the exhaust there. So pretty easy stuff. So you'll notice here I'm just twisting the actual LED and the socket out of the hole, and yeah, I'll move quickly here to showing you me popping out the old bulb. And then the fun part, of course, trying to do this with one hand, but I managed to get it done. I guess it's once you place it in the actual slot, it's pretty easy to push upwards. It's just that initial placement of it, making sure it's up correctly. And that's me just pushing it up, and you'll know when it's seated right. It'll clip and make a nice little clicking sound. You'll know it's right. So that's it there. That's how it looks. So just kind of reach up in there and feed it through. Once it's fed through, it's really easy. Just twist the little plastic end until you feel it kind of wedge in the socket, and then twist it clockwise until the actual little pieces that are sticking out are horizontal. And that's when you know it's seated correctly, and then just go test it out, make sure it works. Luckily on this side, it's a lot easier if it doesn't work to take back out. The last little bit here, I just want to show the actual area in the two sockets for the turn signal and the reverse light for those who do want to change the turn signal. I might do just a more in-depth video a little later. This is me testing both. You can see they both work. Yeah, I did put it in reverse with my foot on the brake with it jacked up. I guess that's probably not recommended, but I did it anyways. Here's a shot of it in the car wash. You can actually see how bright they are at night. You can also see the license plate lights that I switched over. That's another video, so please do go watch that one if you're interested. So yeah, it is quite bright. I think it's a huge upgrade. And yeah, you'll see the turn signals there. That's in another video, so that's on the channel. Please do watch that if you'd like. And finally, this is another shot of it kind of reversing in. It's definitely noticeable, so I don't think anyone's going to miss you reversing, and a huge upgrade. I don't know why Kia didn't do it out of the factory, but here it is. Thank you again for watching, everybody. I do appreciate the views and the subscribes. Please do head over to one of my other videos and give them a watch. I hope they're helpful to you. And if you have any ideas for what I should do next, please leave them in the comments. I do appreciate every single comment, and I'll reply to each one.